Hi beautiful people, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be making chicken a la king, and these are the requirements as shown above. So for the chicken a la king powder, or the one for making sauce, there's alternatives for those who don't have the exact chicken a la king. I went to the supermarket and I thought that I should show you some of the sauce powders that you can use for this recipe. Chicken soup powder or mushroom soup powder is quite appropriate for this recipe. It doesn't have to be specific. Chicken a la king. So you can see the prices, you can see the options. There's a lot more. You can even buy extra for other soups on a winter cold evening. So first you start by heating up your oil. You don't let it burn, but let it be hot, so that when you brown your chicken breast, it will be faster. So come in with your chicken breast, which are thinly sliced, and unfortunately my pot is smaller circumference, so for the amount of meat that I have, it's going to take me longer because they're going to produce some water and the surface area is small related to the amount of meat that I have. But anyhow, we're going to do it. So let them heat on one side, and then after they've cooked and the soup has drained, you start mixing them. And then after the soup is dry, that's when you add salt. So don't add salt at this time. So keep mixing, keep turning. Now you can see they're now nice and brown, though not evenly brown, but there's magic behind this browning because it elevates the taste of the breast. Especially for people like me, I feel that the chicken breast is quite a bit flat taste, and the browning elevates the flavor of the chicken breast. So let them brown, and then come in with your onion, which is sliced evenly. Then you mix the onion in the chicken until it's nice and translucent. Don't let it burn because it's going to give it a bitter taste. So keep turning, and while the onions are cooking, the chicken breast will be cooking some more and absorbing the onion flavor. This is a very necessary and important step. Then when they are nice and translucent, come in with your mushrooms, which are thinly sliced. If you like your mushrooms bigger, you can just put them cut into halves, but I prefer my mushrooms thinly sliced so that they can cook faster and they'll be nicely distributed through the whole sauce. So you put them in, then you mix them with the onions and the onion and the breast until you see that they have been distributed evenly. So keep mixing, and then at this point you notice that the mushrooms will start producing some water because they are very hydrated. Then cover them in, and the steam and the heat from the stove will cause them to produce more water, and it will make them cook. And mushrooms cook very fast, so it will not take long. And then remove the lid, come in with your bell pepper and the tomatoes and mix them in as well. Make sure that you be mixing the ingredients well while you're cooking, so that they cook well. Then add in your spice. In this recipe I use my tandoori chicken spice. If you have garam masala, it's still appropriate, or any chicken spice that is quite appropriate. Okay, I'm not sure if curry is fine, but I'm planning to try curry on this recipe. So to my powder preparation, I first try to make it as a paste. Don't put it direct to your sauce because the heat can cause it to be lumpy. So make sure you first mix it up with your full cream milk. And just to add, if you have cream, just use it as well. So put in your powder, and please remember to mix while you're cooking. If you don't mix, this powder lumps up and forms lumps in your sauce. We don't want that, so we have to make sure that it is mixed well. Then we add more milk or a little bit of water if you don't have enough milk, but milk makes it more creamy. So put all the milk as much as you want. I think it depends with what your family likes, because if you like more sauce, then you add more milk. But if you want it to be thick and nice, then you just put the right amount of milk. Okay, so you can see it just started boiling, and I've been mixing all along. So let it boil, let it simmer for some time, and then you have to leave it for the spices, for all the flavors to come in together. Then for a minute for it to cook and simmer, so that you can be ready now to put it in the oven. So now here's my oven casserole. I pour in the sauce. This is just an extra step. Otherwise, the sauce is ready to be served with an accompaniment of your choice. But I like to take it a step higher. So let's put it in the oven so that I can show you how we make an alternative accompaniment. So I've put it in my casserole, and it's still hot, so you don't have to let it cool. Then I come in with my store-bought pastry. Then I cover it cover the casserole with the pastry. I trim the extra pastry. I just need enough, and I really like the pastry, guys. I love it because it browns, it gets crunchy, and it's just an extra step for this sauce, and it elevates it and makes it better and more presentable. So I've evenly covered the casserole pot, and now to prevent any mess during the cooking while the sauce heats, you have to prick it with your fork to put some holes for aeration, for the sauce to have breathing space while cooking under the pastry. Okay, now it's ready for the oven. I've preheated my oven to at 180 degrees for about 5 minutes. So I come in with my pastry covered sauce, and I'll leave it for about 10 minutes. Okay, I'll leave it for about 10 minutes to cook. And whoa, look at this, guys, look at this. I love the pastry. That's the icing on the cake. I really love it. Look, it's nice and brown, and the sauce under is just awesome. It tastes really good. Guys. Even if you're someone who doesn't like mushrooms, I think this recipe needs a try. Okay, just try it. It's not difficult. It's a very simple recipe. Okay, just make sure you follow the step as I have explained, so you can see the sauce. As I was saying, if you like more sauce, then use more milk. If you like it nice and thick, you can use more powder sauce. Okay, so I've plated it, it's ready to eat, and you can add an accompaniment of rice, but personally I like it just like that. The pastry is enough accompaniment. Okay, just look welcome, and thank you.